Let us learn the exercise 10.2 of the class 12th vector algebra. The first question is compute the magnitude of the following vector. So simple, the finding the magnitude, you know that just if the vector is given to as a bar as a xi yj zk, magnitude of a bar will be equals to under root of x square plus y square plus z square. So by applying that you can find out. It's a very simple first problem. If you see that here, let us see the third problem. 1 by 3 I 1 by 3 j minus 1 by 3. So when you go for the solution here, my 1 by 3 whole square on simplification you got this one, and from this you can observe that c vector is a unit vector. Okay, now let us go for the second question. Simple questions are, I'm not explaining very clearly, so you can do it, and let us discuss the very difficult type of the problems very clearly. Write the two different vectors having the same magnitude. Two different vectors having the same magnitude. You can give your own vectors here. Here two vectors are given to you as a, just you interchange the vector components of the components of the any vector you interchange, then automatically they will be having the same magnitude and vectors. Here the examples are given to you. Now the third question is two different vectors having the same magnitude. Magnitude should be same and different vectors. So different vectors having same magnitude is here example given to you. U magnitude different is nothing but different vectors having different. So the direction cosines of one p vector is taken as a I j k, I plus j plus k, and q vector is taken as 2i plus 2j plus 2k. So when you see that the direction cosines of the first vector as a 1 by 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. So direction cosines to find out the component divided by the magnitude of the vector. Okay, so direction cosines of the q vector, whenever you take that 1 by root 3, 1 by, so as the direction cosines are the same, hence the two vectors are having the same direction. So direction cosines, if they are having same direction, because the angle making angle is equal, so that's why you can give your own different vectors is nothing but these two vectors are not same vectors, different vectors. Okay, now let us go for the fourth question. Find the values of x and y so that the vectors these two are equal. Equal vectors means x place में 2 होना है, y place में 3 होना है. So that is very clear, and you can do that. And the fifth question, find the scalar vector scalar scalar and vector components of the vector with the initial point as a 2 comma 1 and terminal point as a 5 comma 7. So initial point is given to you 2 comma 1 and terminal point. So what that means, to find out this one, this is two dimensionally it is given to you, so don't get confused here. So k will not be there here. Minus 5 of minus 2, when you suppose if you take here p is the initial point, the position vector of this vector will be OP, so that is equals to 2i plus j. Okay, the position vector of the q is OQ. So whenever if you want to find out the PQ vector, OQ minus OP, you need to do the OQ minus OP. So that means minus 5 minus 2 into I and 7 minus 1 into j. So this, most of the students will get confused with this. Position vectors you need to take into consider here, and with that you are going to get the required answer. Find the sum of the three vectors. So three vectors are given to you. Finding the sum means the corresponding components should be added, and the resulting will, you are going to get simple solution. And seventh question, find the unit vector in the direction of this one. Unit vector in the direction of this one means a cap. We represent it by the a cap. So a vector is given to you, a cap is represented by the unit vector in the direction of this vector. This is equals to, this vector should be divided by the its magnitude. So that is here done. So the magnitude first of all find the magnitude. Here the components are 1 1 2. So under root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, so this is root 6, and you are going to get the required answer. So the eighth question is given to you, find the unit vector in the direction of PQ, where P and Q are the points given to you. Now here it is given what to do. Already we have discussed in two dimensional. OQ minus O bar, that means 4 minus 1. See here, I'm going to say you 4 minus 1 is 3, 3i, 5 minus 2, 3, 3j, 6 minus 3, 3k. So PQ vector is 3i plus 3j plus 3k. So let us see the solution here, what is given to you. So 3i plus 3j, and magnitude also asking to you to find the unit vector in the direction. This is just a PQ vector. This represents only PQ vector. Unit vector is nothing but you need to find out the magnitude, and with that magnitude you need to divide it. So this is a unit vector in the direction of the PQ. Okay. So now let us go for the ninth problem. For the given vectors a bar and b bar, find the unit vector in the direction of a bar plus b bar. Unit vector in the direction of, so a bar plus b bar you need to find out, and its magnitude, and that vector should be divided by the a bar. Which one? A bar plus b bar should be divided by the magnitude. So that is here done. So a bar is given to you, b bar is given to you, and addition of the two vectors is done. Their magnitude it is found, and in the direction is nothing but that vector you got I plus k. I plus k should be divided by the its magnitude root 2. So that's the resulting vector you are going to get. Now the 10th question is given, find the vector in the direction of the vector, this one which is having the magnitude. It's very interesting and important question. Everyone please note this question as a very interesting important question. So examination point of view, this is very important. So find the vector in the direction of this one which is having the magnitude. Magnitude is already here mentioned. So unit vector if you are finding in this direction, let us consider that vector as a and find the unit vector in that. Unit vector is nothing but, suppose if you are taking here, a as this vector, you need to find out the a cap, and 8 a cap will give you the required result. That's all. Very simple. It's not a difficult but interesting question. See the solution here. A bar is given to you, and magnitude of a bar is 30 root 30, and a cap is find out, and 8 a cap you need to find out, because a cap is having the magnitude as a 1, 8 a cap will have the 8 as a magnitude. Now 11th question, see here, show that the vectors 2i plus 3j plus 4k, 2i plus 3j plus 4k, and these two are collinear. These two collinear vectors is nothing but, recall that what is meant by collinear vectors. If collinear vectors is nothing but, if one vector is having a scalar product of the another vector, then they are called as a collinear vectors. Actually collinear vectors is nothing but parallel. The two vectors should be the parallel irrespective of their magnitude and direction. Collinear, do remember that. Okay, this point everyone have to be noted. So here if you observe that one is a scalar product of the another vector, so from that you can say that this is they are collinear. Find the direction cosines. Direction cosines is nothing but, you find out the vector in the unit vector in the direction of the given vectors. The vector components are called as a direction cosines. So unit vector is this one, and 1 by root 14, 2 by root 14, 3 by root 14 will be the required. And the 13th question, if you see that, find the direction cosines of the vector joining these 2 points directed from A to B. Directed from A to B is B bar minus A bar, means OB minus OA you need to find out here. So direction cosines of the vector joining these two. So that means here when you find out AB, B minus A, so that is nothing but B concentrate here, minus 1, so minus 2i, minus 2, minus 2, minus 4j, 1 minus half, minus 3, 1 plus 3, so 4k. So magnitude find out, and direction cosines will be, these vector points should be divided by the 6. So that direction cosines are required, direction cosines are there. So now let us go for the 14th question. Show that this vector is equally inclined to the, this is also most of the students will get confused. Equally inclined is nothing but, the angles, this vector will make with the coordinate axis equal angle. Equal angle is nothing but, their direction cosines are all same. So if you find out the direction cosines, then you will go, if you prove that direction cosines are same, then they will make the, means cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma are the angles made by this particular vector with the coordinate axis, then that vector will have the equal values, means alpha, beta, gamma are equal, and that angles are cos inverse of the particular value whatever you will get here. A bar, if you see that this vector, a magnitude, if you find out the direction cosines are 1 by root 3. As the direction cosines are equal, then you can say that this is making the equally, it is going to make the equal angle. Actually what is mean by this one? This is cos alpha, this is cos beta, cos gamma. So alpha, beta, gamma are equal, these three are, and they are equals to cos inverse of 1 by root 3. This point also you can note down. Okay, yes, here cos alpha, cos beta. And the 15th question is, find the position vector of a point R which divides the line joining the 2 points P and Q, whose position vectors are I, J. I plus 2j minus k and I minus I plus j plus k respectively in the ratio of 2:1. So 2:1 ratio is nothing but internally dividing and externally dividing. The formulas are given to you. M b bar, if it is divided by m is to n ratio, then m b bar plus n a bar by m plus n is a internally, m b bar minus n a bar by m minus n is a externally. So here the two vectors are given to you, their position vectors here, whose position vectors are given. So first, position vectors, whenever it is given to you, you need to find out the OR, the position vector which divides the R joining these 2 points, means you need to take the m value as a 2 and n value as a 1, and substituting in these formulas you are going to get the required results. Okay, so now the 15th question is, sorry, 15th already it is repeated here. So let us go for the 16th question. Find the position vector of the midpoint. Midpoint is nothing but 1:1 ratio. So 1:1 ratio is dividing is nothing but m value 1 n value 1 by 1 plus 1. So OR you are going to get. In this there is no different difference is there. So next 17th question, show that these two position A, B, C with the position vectors, means OA is given, OB is given, OC is given respectively, vertices of the right angle triangle. Right angle, these are the vertices of the right angle triangle, means first you need to find out the A bar is nothing but OA, B bar is nothing but OB, C bar is nothing but OC. So we need to find the vertices, means the sides of the triangular AB. AB is nothing but B bar minus A bar, B bar minus A bar here you found, and BC is nothing but B bar minus C, C bar minus B bar, CA you need to find out C bar minus A bar minus C bar. So their magnitudes you find out. Magnitudes you got it as a 35, 41 and 6. So the sum of the squares of the two sides will be equal to the square of the another sides, therefore they forms a right angle triangle. So now let us go for the 18th problem. In the triangle ABC, which one of the following, which is not true, is asking to you. So this is very interesting question here. So if you see that the question is given to you, the explanation very clearly given. Let us move forward and backward. AB plus BC plus CA is equals to 0. AB, observe properly the figure. AB is this one, BC is this one, starting points are, and CA is this one, and it is the at last the it is reaching to the same point. So that's why it is equals to the 0 vector. So on applying the law of the addition, the three vectors, if you see that normally by observation you can see that AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar, and that is equals to minus CA bar, and minus CA bar if you take to the left hand side, the required result you are going to, the equation given in the A is true. And what is question B given? Same thing, CA vector is nothing but minus AC, so this is also true here. Simple equation. And coming to the here see, sorry, this one you got it as a true with this, and let us take this one in the place of the CA vector can be written as minus AC vector, so that's why negative vector. So third one, let us see the second one is true, and let us go for the equation in the C. AB plus BC plus minus CA is, when the first one is true, the third one is not true. And fourth one, whenever you see that fourth one, D is true, because here if you from here itself this is true means in the place of BC you can write the minus CB, then it is becomes true. So only C is false, the remaining are true. 19th question, if you see that if A bar and B bar are the two collinear vectors, once again recall the what is meant by collinear vector. Collinear is nothing but parallel. Collinear, normally collinear means on the same line. Here the parallel vectors are parallel vectors which are parallel are called collinear. Then which of the following is incorrect? So A is given to you that B bar is equals to, when they are collinear, one is a scalar. Yes, it is true. The first one is true. Scalar product means one is a scalar product of the other one. If you see that their corresponding ratios will be equal, that's why that is so here the expression is given parallel, therefore B bar is equals to A bar, so that is true. And second one is given A bar is equals to plus or minus B bar, so that one also true. So thus the respective components of A bar are proportional, however the B bar are different direction, hence the statement given D is incorrect, remaining all are correct here. See here, if you observe that first option is given to you the scalar product, second also scalar only, scalar product. The respective components of A bar are proportional, so that is also true. Both the vectors having the same direction but different magnitude. Direction may not be the same. In the first exercise, fourth problem, third or fourth problem, when you see that vectors A and C, when are one diagram is given, this is A vector in this direction, C vector in this direction. So there you can recall that question. From that, with this we have completed the second exercise. Thank you.